Hello, welcome to the Mediocre Takes podcast, the podcast where we share our mediocre takes on the shows and movies we watch. I'm Marco, and I'm here with my co host, Mal. How are you doing, Mal?
I am a little sweaty and I have a full bladder.
Today, we're going to be talking about Hazbin Hotel. So far, there's only a pilot out. You can watch this pilot free on YouTube. It also takes place in the same universe as Hell of a Boss, for those of you who have watched Hell of a Boss. We start off this pilot with one of our main characters, Angel Dust, trying to buy drugs only for them to get stolen. Then we cut to this Eggman called Serpentious. I'm just gonna call him Sir Egg Dude because he has like a bunch of eggs. We cut to Egg Dude shooting people with his ray gun. He's on like a ship or a blimp of some kind. And then a bomb goes off in his ship. Cherry Bomb, another side character in this show, and Egg Dude start fighting. We cut to the local news station discussing the fact that there was an extermination happening and there's new territory for demons to go after. Then Katie, one of the reporters, says that they have an interview with the Princess of Hell. We cut to Charlie, the Princess of Hell, talking to her girlfriend, or at least I think that's her girlfriend, Vaggie, and what they're going to say in the interview. What?
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm bad. I can't pick up
No, no,
on
no, 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 no,
romance.
no. It's her name.
Vaggie?
Yes. It obviously is supposed to sound like vag. I'm sorry. Continue.
Katie asks Charlie what the new project she's working on is about, and Charlie explains that there was another extermination this year, and she wants to find a way to change overpopulation in hell. She thinks they can change overpopulation in hell by rehabilitating sinners, and she is opening up a hotel for that exact purpose. She starts singing about how every demon can be redeemed. Katie tells Charlie that no one in hell would care about being a better person, but Charlie says that Angel Dust is actually going to become one of the people staying at the hotel for rehabilitation, only for Katie to get news that Angel Dust has joined the turf war. We cut to Angel Dust, Cherry Bomb, and Sir Egg Dude fighting. When the news of Angel Dust joining the battle is discussed, Charlie steals a pen from Katie the reporter, and Katie and the reporter start fighting. Then we cut to Vaggie, Charlie, and Angel Dust in a car talking about what happened, and Angel Dust says that he had to fight in the turf war or else his credibility would go down and he needed to help out his friend Cherry Bomb. They go back to the hotel hoping someone would be at the hotel for rehabilitation, only for no one to be there. Charlie tries calling her mom after that and she gets a knock on the door. It turns out that the person knocking on the door is Alistair, the radio demon. Alistair says he wants to help the hotel. He explains that he doesn't believe in what the hotel is doing, but he wants to be entertained by seeing people try and fail. Vaggie explains that decades ago, Alistair manifested overnight and took over hell quickly by toppling over other overlords. Alistair decides to help the hotel and summons a few people to help with the hotel. He summons Nifty, a cleaning lady, and Husker. Alistair starts singing about how hopeless the idea is, only to be interrupted by Serpentience. Alistair summons a giant monster to kill Serpentience and destroys the ship that he was on, and the episode ends with them going back into the hotel. So some of my thoughts. I really liked Alistair as a character. He's a really amazing and interesting character. I really love that scene where he says if he wanted to hurt somebody, he would have done so already. The animation in that part was great. Animation in this pilot is amazing. I love how stylized it is. I don't like Serpentience. His character is just boring to me, and I don't like his voice actor. I heard that he's only going to be in the pilot, which I'm glad about. One of my problems with the pilot is that the music doesn't really fit with the show. The first song doesn't really go well with the tone of the rest of the show, and the third song barely moves the plot forward. This is a musical show, so I expect it to fit the tone of the show and also move the plot forward, and the first and third songs in the show failed to do that. Overall, I feel like the music was kind of awkward and was shoved into this, but the second song in this pilot is actually really good and I really like. Another problem I had with this pilot was the pacing. The pacing was all over the place. We get too many characters introduced, and the order of them being introduced is all over the place. I feel like we should have focused on Vaggie and Charlie as the main two characters. I think this pilot has a lot of potential and the pacing issues can be easily fixed. The Hell of a Boss pilot also had some strange pacing issues and they managed to fix that when they did the actual show. So I feel like this has a lot of potential.
I can't believe we're at such opposite ends right now because I love Sir Pentious and how goofy him and his fucking egg goons are. Okay. I love that man so much. And it is heartbreaking to hear that he'll probably only be a pilot episode character. The character Katie Killjoy, first of all, I know I say this too much, but she is such a girl boss. And I will love her until she does something that I hate, and then I will pray for her downfall.
Isn't she homophobic though?
Yes, but she can be redeemed. Also, the mannerisms of Katie reminds me so much of this other cartoon pilot called Becky Prim and one of the mean girls in it. I mean, it's basically a copy and paste. Yeah, so the mean girl in that animated pilot, they're basically the, the same character. This is the first episode, so obviously we don't know everything, but I am so starved for homosexual representation that if those two gal pals, Charlie and Baggy, aren't sisters, I'm going to be so sad.
They're a couple.
Oh my gosh, this is the best news I've gotten all day. Okay, first of all, I love that. Second of all, now that you've said that, it makes total and complete sense because for some reason, whenever you see a lesbian relationship, it is almost always gonna be a brunette and a blonde. Maybe the brunette is a person of color, who knows? It's always up in the air. I do think that she is like they did make a taco joke. There was a conversation between what the fuck is their name? Angel Dust
Angel Dust?
and Vaggie, where Angel Dust was like something about a taco and she was like, was that supposed to be racist or sexist? So I'm assuming she's maybe Latina. But yeah, that is such a fucking common trope for a brunette and a blondie. And they do a couple cuts between the turf war and the newsroom. I love that at one cut when they're cutting back to the newsroom, you just see Tom Trench running around on fire. The fight scene between my beautiful man Pentious and Angel Dust. Okay, what is Angel Dust? Pronoun check?
He's a dude.
Okay, when Pentious wraps him in chains and Angel is like, harder daddy. And then Pentious genuinely replies with son. That is comedy gold. Also, I honestly thought this video was like way older than it was. Like it was released in 2019 and I for some reason thought it was released in like 2016 because it just feels like the fandom has existed for so long. I've never watched Hazbin Hotel until just recently, and I only watched Hell of a Boss a few months ago, but it feels like I've heard about this fandom for years, so it just felt strange that this is actually a pretty recent pilot. I fucking hate everything about Alistair, especially his voice. I know that his vibe is like old-time radio host, but the filter they put on his voice and his stupid mid-Atlantic accent is so annoying. And I honestly hope that they retcon it. I hope they change him.
So we are on opposite ends.
Yes.
I really like Alistair.
What's the time difference between Hazbin Hotel and Hell of a Boss? Only like a year, right? There's a slight stylistic difference, and I haven't seen any of their other works, so I don't know if it's just been a general like progression and change or if they have stylized these two shows differently on purpose. Oh, another thing that neither of us pointed out is that in the newsroom, when you look at the crowd, Blitz is there.
Yeah, and so is Luna. I really like that joke where like Katie Killjoy is like, "You're such a dick, Tom," and then she pours hot coffee on his dick and he's like, "Or no dick."
Yeah, I love her.
Apparently she loves her homophobic queen.
Stop! Oh my gosh, it could have just been an offhanded comment. We don't know the full story.
No, I'm pretty sure she's homophobic.
Stop. It could be internalized homophobia, okay? We don't know what she's going through. Ew, why am I trying to defend her? That's actually kind of embarrassing.
So Hazbin Hotel has been picked up. I don't know by who. A24, I think?
Yes, A24, most recently known for their movie Everything Everywhere All at Once, and their other shitty movie, Man.
Okay, anyways, you guys, those are our thoughts on the Hazbin Hotel pilot. As always, you can send us a voice message on Anchor if you ever have any questions or comments you want us to listen to. And yeah, that's all we have to say. So goodbye.